think we ought to go to the next castle and pay a social call on Colonel Dunbar.
This ain't the time, Jed. I got the man under medical treatment.
What's wrong with him?
He's caught fast in the clutches of demon rum. But with my help, he's quitting cold turkey.
You think he can do that?
Of course he can. I send him over a jar of Dr. Daisy's cold turkey tonic.
Well, that's a new one on me.
Oh, it's a harmless vegetable compound. As long as he don't drop it or light a match close to it.
For you, Dr. Daisy.
Are you right?
Never felt better. Feel a different man since I gave up drinking.
You quit drinking?
Yes, thanks to Dr. Daisy's cold turkey tonic.
And what's in that tonic?
A vegetable compound. Daisy says it's mostly corn.
How often do you take it?
Well, as required. Wonderful stuff. You know, whenever I get that addictive craving for another drink, one dose of that and the craving vanishes.
What are you doing in your damsel in distress outfit?
I've been up in that stupid tower hollering, help, save me, like Jethro said.
Didn't no knight ride up to rescue you or croak you?
Heck no. I don't think they know a damsel in distress when they see one.
Well, here's one. I got this whole castle to clean. Now take this and get at it. Where's Jethro?
Oh, he's out front setting up his telescope.
Telescope? What's he fixing to look at?
Well, the castle next door, I reckon. I'll change into my old clothes, Granny.
Good girl.
Yeah, Granny, where are you? You gotta come outside and look through my telescope.
Where?
You gotta see what I seen over at the next castle.
Oh, just.
Uncle. Now, why don't you come riding with me?
No, not while I'm under treatment.
Oh, very well. I'll see you both later.
Uncle, are you sure about the stuff?
Try it, my boy. In that glass, there's all the proof a man could want. Sounds as though you need it, huh?
What is it, boy?
Uncle Jed, I'm in love.
Doggy.
Who is she, Jethro?
Mr. Domo says she's Colonel Dumbarton's niece. Just visited. Take a look.
You're spying on them folks.
Colonel Dumbarton's got a telescope over to his castle. He looks at us. Boy, we getting the best end of this bargain.
Oh, it's fair and love war, Jed. We've done had the war.
Now he's got the love. Uncle Jed, she's the one I've been looking for all my life. That left Granny speechless. Ain't never seen one like her, have you?
No, boy. She's one of a kind. Take a look, Jed.
You ain't gonna believe it.
What's in my eye?
Ain't gonna go away, Jed.
Hard to beat her, huh, Uncle Jed?
If I was you, I wouldn't try. Want another look?
No, a sight like that sort of stays with you, Jed.
What do you think of that figure?
I was just going to ask you about that. A lot of it, ain't there?
She's all woman, Uncle Jed. Well, so long.
Where you going?
Where would you be going if you was in my place?
An eye doctor.
Hey, boy, let me give you some advice. Don't get fresh with that girl.
You can come out now. I said you can come out now.
Who, me?
Yes. You're one of the Americans.
Yeah, I can tell.
I've got second sight. Now, let me see. Your name is Jethro.
Well, he used to be, and now it's Sir Jethro. You see, that
Oh, don't tell me. You'll break the spell. I see it all. A castle, a queen, Queen Elizabeth I, she dubbed you Sir Jethro.
You has got second sight. Can you tell why I come here?
Well, you're my Black Knight. You came here to ask me to marry you.
Doggone it. You done it again. Will you?
Why, certainly, your Grace.
Boy, well, I'm getting ready to hear about this.
Dr. Granny, this is a professional house call.
Where to?
The next castle. I'm taking the Colonel another jar of my cold turkey tonic.
I thought he quit drinking.
He did. But that niece of his would drive anybody back to the bar. Now, I refilled your prescription.
Bless you, Dr. Davison.
It's nice to see you so relaxed, Colonel. Has anybody else noticed the change? Your niece, for instance?
You seen her, Heather? Beautiful girl. Ravishing.
I think you need glasses.
No. Drink straight from the jar.
Go away, lassie. I'm coming a courting, singing and dancing the way into your heart.
Enchanting creature. Make some lucky fellow a great wife. What a mother she is.
Dad! Dad! Mr. Domo, have you seen Jed?
Mr. Clappett. Yes, madam. He's in the main hall. Is something wrong?
Tell me, have you ever seen Colonel Dumbarton's niece?
Many times.
This won't go no further. Tell me, what do you really think of her?
Well, since you ask, madam, I think Miss McGregor is one of the most beautiful young ladies I have ever seen.
You don't get to town much, do you? Jed, Mr. Domo must have got himself a lick on the head. He thinks the Colonel's niece is beautiful, too.
He does? Reckon something wrong with that telescope?
Can't be. I seen her up close. You wouldn't believe it.
She really that
Not only that ugly, she's a drunk.
ugly? A drunk?
Carries it around in a big leather bag. It's got 4 straws to it. She was reeling around the yard, sucking on the hind one, moaning and squealing.
Squealing?
Oh, like a stuck pig. It was revolting.
Where was the Colonel?
Sitting there sober as a judge, pretending not to notice.
And her moaning and squealing? He ought to took steps.
Now, don't badmouth him, Jed. He's the most loyal family man you ever heard of. She was lurching around, swishing her skirts and showing her big hairy legs. And him sitting there telling me what a wonderful mother she'd make.
Granny, maybe we ain't got a problem. If Jethro's seen her like that, you know what he's going to say.
Yeah, Granny, I'm getting married. You gonna be the best man? Granny, you're gonna be the flower girl.
What did he say?
I can't repeat it, Jed.
Have you seen her, boy?
Seen her? I'm gonna be a father.
A father?
Yeah, she said she wants to have 12 children. We'll name the first girl after you, Granny.
Oh, you don't know how that makes me feel, boy.
It'll look just like her. You can bounce her on your knee. It's got her going, Uncle Jed. Granny, you ain't losing a grandson. You're just gaining a...
Don't say it, boy.
When is this all going to take place?
She can't wait, Uncle Jed. We's getting married tomorrow in Westminster Abbey.
Oh.
Never seen Granny so happy. I gotta go tell Ellie.
Have you told her uncle?
She's gonna tell her. She's gonna give her away.
Got her priced right.
But, Uncle, Westminster Abbey, the Queen, 12 children. I was joking. He was joking.
So Jethro never jokes. I better get over her.
I'll explain it to him when he drops in.
Last time he dropped in was from 50 feet up by catapult.
Uncle, are you all right?
They're the ones I'm worried about. Breaking it to them won't be easy. Why, at this very moment, they're probably over there singing, dancing, and rejoicing.
And I think of that poor, sweet, innocent boy, Jethro. It's all my fault, Jeth. I didn't beat him enough.
Granny.
I always wanted his bride to wear my old wedding dress. But on that beast, it'll look like a lampshade. Jed, you ain't seen her feet. This girl is a great, big, hairy, drunken brute.
Hey, if she was a drunken brute, Jethro would have said something.
Jed, with this kind, you don't kiss and tell.
What's that?
It's her! How's that for a drunken brute?
I don't think she's drinking. I think she's playing.
She was sick and bad this morning. When you drink like that, you ain't playing.
She seems to be fingering the thing.
She's priming the pump. She can't suck it up fast enough.
What's all that noise?
Jed, some stuff makes you whoop, some make you holler. That's squealing whiskey. Done emptied the bag.
Wait a minute. I wonder how folks over here handle these things. I wish Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane was here.
Ain't them two that she needs. It's Barnum and Bailey.
You dodging Jethro's girl?
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Then you just answered your own question.
I don't think there's going to be no wedding, Ellie. I'm going to talk to her uncle.
Well, he's over here to say yes.
Yes?
Let me break it to him, Jed. He's my patient, and the shock could start him drinking again.
I feel frightfully embarrassed. You do see the girl's position.
Well, now, let me get this straight. The wedding is off?
Yes, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, don't give it another thought. Mighty nice of you to...
Now, wait a minute. Is he saying the wedding is off?
What he said?
What he meant was, his niece don't want to marry my grandson.
That's right.
You keep out of this.
I'm afraid the girl's a terrible tease.
A tease. She's a heartbreaker of him. I seen her dancing outside the boy's window, flaunting her charms.
You'll have to excuse Granny, Colonel. I'll explain to her you later. She's a little upset.
You'll be upset, too, if you was to lose 12 dear little grandchildren with the shake of a hussey's beautiful head.
So sorry.
And you're gonna be sorry. I'm cutting off your tonic.
Not that, Daisy.
Dr. Daisy to you, no wedding, no tonic.
I don't have another word with the girl.
¡Hijo de tu puta madre!
Anything in the car again, sir? No, we're moving into the castle here where we can keep an eye on the Clampers. I can't say I blame you, sir.
Well, we sure are glad to see you.
Something wrong?
No, you're just in time for the wedding.
Granny, there ain't gonna be no wedding.
And you're just in time for the funeral.
Funeral?
What's happened?
Well, Granny just got her back up. It seems that the Colonel's niece was gonna marry Jethro, but she changed her mind.
No, she ain't. Not that sweet dear little child. Wait till you see her. Here she is.
That's her?
Sweet little child.
Homewrecker, you shameless flirt.
Granny, stop it!
Mickey, you drunken Jezebel.
Granny, that's enough.
Put me down.
Granny, that's not a girl.
You're right. She's a monster. And if the word gets around that she's jilted poor Jethro, there won't nobody have him.
But that's a boy.
Who ever heard of a boy wearing skirts?
The Scotch of all...
She drinks rye.
Granny,
That's not a skirt, it's a kilt. The boy is from Scotland, that's how they dress.
Now you think about that for a minute. Don't she look more like a boy than a girl?
She looks more like an ape than either one of them.
Excuse me, Granny. May I see you, Miss Beverly? Big mouth. We could shoot her. It's a promise.
She's a boy.
Well, that's fraud. We could have collected twice. Yes. Go unpack, spoil sport.
I wonder why the colonel didn't tell us his niece was a nephew.
He didn't want to make Jethro look stupid. I knowed all along she was a boy.
You did.
Didn't want to make you look stupid.
Well, I guess it's all settled.
No, it ain't.
What you mean?
Somebody's got to break the news to poor Jethro.
Yeah, I should have had a talk with that boy a long time ago.
Break it to him gently.
She's a what?
She's a boy, Jethro. There's ways of telling.
Well, I know there is.
Did you see how she was built?
Well, sure, didn't you?
She had to talk with you a long time ago.
You sure had on it.
This ain't no time for joking. I'm telling you, that girl is a boy. Now, don't give me no argument.
Yes, sir, Uncle Jed. She's a boy, all right.
Believe me now?
Oh, I do. I do.
What are you looking at me that way for? Girl, where you going?
Granny, I'm telling you, Uncle Jed's done lost his mind. He thinks she's a boy.
Jethro, she is a boy. It's your mind that's lost.
My mind? Did you see her?
I hid from her.
I get it. You're always gaslighting me. You're trying to make me think that I'm crazy. You're after my title.
What?
I know that. You're always trying to have me committed. I'm telling the Queen on you. I'm telling her. I'm gonna tell her.
Can you save him, Granny?
I can, but it'll take a head transplant.
Well, where you gonna get another head?
Tower of London. He's rolling in it.
Jethro!
Oh, excuse me. Have you seen Sir Jethro?
Who are you?
Well, I'm Cousin Dumbarton's niece.
Niece?
Why, you sure have changed.
If Rye'll do that for you, I'm gonna run me off a batch.
Excuse me,
Do that for you, I'm gonna run me off a batch.
excuse me, I don't understand.
Well, a minute ago you were a great big hairy goomer lurching and squealing through the garden.
Oh, you saw my brother.
Your brother,
What was that you called him?
Harry Goomer.
a hairy goomer, the handsomest man in Tennessee.
Granny. Well, who was it?
The Colonel's niece, the one with the handsome brother in the garden.
Boy, it sure is a relief to... it sure is a pleasure to meet you.
Wait a minute. She's the one that jilted poor Jethro.
Oh, I only did it to save him.
Save him?
Yes, well, I'm only a commoner, and he's royalty. Well, if he'd married me, the Queen would have cut off his head.
Oh, poor darling. Jed, she saved the boy's life.
Granny, I think this calls for a celebration. I'm game.
Let's show him.
It'll be a mite breezy. I wonder how you know that. that tune?
It's the tonic, Jed.